Well, it's been another one of those weeks where noteworthy events happened around New Zealand and the world, so we have no choice but to bring you another episode of 7 Days. Now, I could go on about the news by myself for an hour, but research suggests it's a pretty hefty turn-off for viewers. Thankfully, I'm surrounded by two teams of professional comedians, so let's meet their leaders, shall we? And the leader of Team 1 is what you'd get if an accountant had a baby with a peacock. It's Paul Ego! How's the week been, my friend?
Oh, great week this week. I saw something I'd never seen before.
Yes.
A poo gecko jump into a tree.
Oh.
Yeah, into a tree. Like 1 minute it's on the ground, next minute, like it's right up the top of the tree. I was only going about 50 when I hit it. It went so high.
Who's on your team?
Oh, look, I tell you what. You may not believe this, but on my team tonight, one of my team members has actually been in prison. But the other one is from Palmerston North, so it kind of evens out. They've both done their time. Please welcome Angella the Knuckles Dravid and Laura the Knife Daniel.
On Team 2, first-time captain for Team 2. You might not know him. His name is Philip Eno. Oh, no, sorry, he is Filipino. He's Filipino. It's James Roque, yes. And the surname is Roque.
Perfect.
Like Scooby-Doo, sort of agreeing with you. Roque.
Yeah, like that without the voice.
Okay, right. Good.
My mum didn't go, I'll name him James.
How's your week been?
It's been good, bro. I've had a good eventful week. I had an interesting interaction with a waitress at a cafe.
Ooh.
I was doing a bit of writing at this cafe, and this waiter, the waiter came up to me and was like, "Hey, who should I put the table under? What name?" And before I could say anything, she was like, "Wait, don't say anything. James," right? And like, it felt good. Like, you know, I got recognized, but I tried to play it off. I tried to be cool. I was like, yeah, that's my name. That's all good. And then like later on, when I went to pay after everything, I was like, hey, weird question, but where did you recognize me from? Because I wanted to know what was working and hitting with my audience. And so I said, where did you remember my name from? And she said, your vaccine passport.
Right.
Yeah, you do show that thing around a lot. You really... Who's on your team?
I've got a sick-ass team for you, Jeremy, a team of winners. So if the two burglars from Home Alone grew up in the South Island,
yes,
they would look like these two. Two legends, Guy Montgomery and Josh Thomson.
Great stuff, good-looking team. All right, let's get this party started. We're going to start with Newsmakers. Here I take some clippings from the news, strip them of much-needed context. Now, teams have to tell me why they are Newsmakers. And Team 1, you're up first. Like all of the most exciting TV shows, we're going to start with a graph.
Oh!
Yeah, have a look at this.
Is this a very disappointing magic eye?
Maybe I think this is, on a personal note, this is probably the number of hairs per square inch that were on my head last year as opposed to this year. So we've had a rapid decline there.
I actually know what this one is. That's the effectiveness of the booster jab after the 69th variant.
That sounds like it could be it, Jeremy. There's not much in the news apart from the COVID.
Yeah.
I think we've got it right.
No, that graph reflects the number of GPs per 100,000 people in New Zealand, and a report released this week shows around half of the country's family doctors will retire in the next 10 years. And the problem there is if we don't start training younger doctors, our GP shortage will reach crisis levels. In fact, this is already happening because at my local clinic, my latest checkup was with a rug doctor. So...
So they're saying that we need more young doctors, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you don't want your doctor to be too young, right? Because I don't want my doctor to be like, hey, so are you sexually active? And for me to be like, yeah. And then for them to go, what's it like? Is it cool?
Oh, that must be amazing.
Oh, wow.
I think we should do away with GPs altogether because I know exactly what prescription meds I want and I don't want to have to pay $70 every time I go to the doctor for them to tell me I can't have them. Yeah. My girl's from Waiheke.
Well, this is what's going to happen. We're going to need to start sending real patients to Shortland Street.
Right.
There's going to be nowhere else to send them.
That would be such a good show, is watching the actors on Shortland Street performing genuine medical procedures.
It's really funny. My Filipino immigrant mum found out about the doctor shortage, and I knew she found out because she sent me the article, and she just said, "Look what you did."
Well, how can we encourage them? Let's come up with some solutions.
Okay, I have a solution. Put learning how to be a doctor on TikTok.
Yes.
Actually, no, I think that wouldn't work, because then if your doctor was on TikTok all the time, you'd just be like, "Hey, doctor, what do you think this growth is?" And they'd be like, "Here's 5 things that I think that growth is."
Bowel cancer.
Yeah.
We could use technology to help fill the void, though, you know, of the doctors, because...
I do that already.
You want to stop them from retiring, just pay them less. They've got to work longer. Problem solved.
Afford to retire.
Give some of that money to nurses.
Let's just make it legal for people to pretend they're doctors, like chiropractors do.
Team 2, you're up now. I have an audio clip for you. Take a listen to this.
Some scientists have described this event as historic, unprecedented, dramatic.
Why was that ominous phrase in the news?
Corby, did you accidentally give some money to charity?
Hell no.
Did I get the USB cable in the right way the first time I tried?
Well, it's obviously USB-A or B. The C is not a problem. USB-C just doesn't matter.
No, everyone has the latest technology, Jeremy.
Trust me, Tomo's got the latest technology.
I'm looking at his iPhone. He does not.
It still has the button on the bottom.
All right. Okay. It's
And a headphone jack. Freak.
I like a wide charging cable. You know those ones that's like where you're putting a trailer on?
Loving this nerd humour. Anyway, what about the audio?
Was it unprecedented?
Yeah, historic, unprecedented, and dramatic.
It's probably about the novel coronavirus. You know, and I'll be the first to say I think the novelty is well and truly worn off.
First and only person to ever
Yeah,
say.
got him, yes. Or maybe the climate.
I think it's the climate. I remember seeing this on the news, Jeremy. You know, everyone thought that the sign of the end of the world would be hell freezing over. Turns out it's the opposite. Antarctica had a heat wave.
Yeah, correct. Well done. Antarctica is undergoing a heat wave. This week, temperatures over the eastern sheet of the Antarctic soared 40 degrees above normal levels. Scientists are worried the temperatures will get so high that the penguins will become, and I quote, Kelly Tarleton sad.
To be honest, I just wish someone had warned us about this.
It's come out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's good to know now. It's a bit late, mate. It's melting now. Okay? I've been throwing plastic in the sea like you wouldn't believe. I don't know what's going on. I'm burning my car, I'm burning tyres. I burned I think it was a...
Burning tyres.
Yeah, because it's cold. Oh, here we go. Hasn't been to the South Island. Let me tell you about cold, my friend. You got to burn those tyres. You got to burn those tyres. Oh, not anymore. It's bad. Because a lot of people, I mean, there's a lot of theories out there. Just because climate has changed doesn't mean there's climate change. Because there's a cyclical argument or something. Because sometimes it's hot, right? And then other times it gets cold. Like the other day it was raining. Not now.
So true. You know, we're all about change, and then suddenly when the climate does it, we get angry. What's
Yeah. Burn those tyres! Burn those tyres!
Can I just point out the irony of Josh screaming "burn those tires" wearing a "Keep New Zealand Beautiful" t-shirt? He's got to keep New Zealand.
To be honest, I don't want...
I'm sorry, mate, how are you getting rid of the tyres? Oh, you put them in a big pile. Burn them. They go away.
That is great. Great round of Newsmakers.
Yes, Susan.
Team 1 for scores. You can have 3. That's the amount Netflix will charge for sharing your account with other households. $3 a month. So you get 3. And you can have the number of species of animals that can laugh. This is according to a new study from UCLA. 65, would you believe? 65 species, which is good for you. You get a star, Team 2. You win. As always, we have a prestigious prize ripped from the headlines and set to be placed into the hands of the team who gets the most stars tonight. Our winning team, allow your jaw to drop as I reveal one jug of what used to be Antarctica. Yes, this gorgeous jug of liquid used to be part of what is currently the world's 5th largest continent and could be 6th by the time we finish the show. Our winning team can use it to water their plants, keep hydrated, or freeze it for a fun reminder of what it used to be.
That's what I did with my granddad.
All right, time now for a game of Guess Who on 7 Days. That's where we invited guests into our professional TV studio, touch them up with some professional TV makeup, then cover their face with a professional TV sack. Who have we got this week? Telling you would ruin the game. So please welcome this week's Guess Who guests. Yeah, that's good. Out there. All right. So teams, you can ask yes/no questions. You get a yes, you get another question, you get a no, goes to the other team. You're only allowed to say yes or no. All right, guest. I'm going to start with Team 1 because I like them best. Team 1.
Well, I think this is basically how I think I look. Guest, are you the only woman to have ever beaten Valerie Adams in the shot?
No. That's a no, Paul.
I think it's like judging. I don't want to stereotype you because I'm just looking at your physique, so I think it's sport related. Are you a competitive chess player?
No. No.
All right.
Guest, does your story involve you lifting anything?
Yes.
Oh, I think
Do you think?
Did you save someone?
No.
I think we're thinking of the same story, right? The builder who lifted the person
Yes.
across the electrocuted water.
Yeah.
Shame, that would have been a great story.
Team 2, your turn. You can ask a question of our guest.
Are you from the North Island?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Pete Davidson dating your ex?
No.
I've got a scenario.
Okay, Laura. there
Let's
you go.
play it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Guest, you're the last man on Earth. I'm the last woman on Earth. We're forced to procreate. You down?
No.
Wow!
I feel like, is that the first time someone with a bag over their head has rejected you? It's usually the other way around.
Hey, well, I know this must be something in my mentality as a woman, but he said no, but his head went.
So what do we
take-
know about this guy?
no.
He's from the North Island.
Yeah.
Even under duress, he will not have sex with Laura.
He is gonna feel really silly when he takes the sack off.
I think he's feeling silly now.
Did you know you'd spend this long with the sack on your head?
No way.
No.
Did you invent something?
Yes.
Did you invent a cure for Omicron?
No.
No.
Is what you're here for related to your business?
Yes.
You know something.
What about?
Oh, no. I just look authoritative and people believe what I say. Yeah, you just got to look up and sort of swirl your hand around. Have you been on the ocean in the past 6 months?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you that guy who rides jet skis on poop on the news on stuff this week?
What?
On poop.
On poop.
No, the poop jet ski guy. Poop jet ski guy.
This is Julian O'Neill, who uses a jet ski to clean up the poop ponds by killing all the midges, correct?
Correct.
And you stalled on the invention thing because it's not just you, is it?
No, there's another guy involved too.
Give him a shout out.
Chris Garton.
Yeah, and that's you on the jet ski, and you troll through these through the sewage ponds. It's treated sewage, and what happens?
Well, you could say I'm a professional shit stirrer. The aim of it, you can see the chains up the top, so they get dragged through the mud on the bottom of the ponds.
Yeah.
And in turn, that kills the larvae, which kills the swarms of midges which surround the area.
Amazing. So did they cut off the back of the photo where you can see the kids on the biscuit?
The kids are all under the water.
Yeah. Did you ever dream when you first got on a jet ski as a teenager that one day you'd be trolling it through treated human sewage?
The tranquil waters of the Mangere poop.
Now that you can see Laura visually,
Oh, sorry. Yes, I would.
Well, this is a great Kiwi proud invention because what was the goal, and have you sort of achieved it?
Well, I think it's just the goal is to bring the numbers down, and I think over the last 3 or 4 years we've reduced those significantly. So, yeah, it's not a real flash job, but it's good fun.
Have you thought about doing like voice work, getting into that?
Yeah.
You've got
Oh,
a
that's
register
nice,
that says disaster movie.
Can you please, can you please say I am Groot?
I am Groot.
Wow.
Give it up for Julian O'Neill. Thank you, Julian. That is awesome. Team 2, congratulations. You get a star. You won. Guess who? Let's be frank, everyone's a comedian these days, so why don't you prove it to me? Caption this photo right here, that one, then text us your caption and your name to 4088. Best caption, according to me and my crack team of caption choosers, will win $500 of Frank Energy credit. Don't forget to include your name, that's important, or I'll just take the credit. Again, you can take another look at the photo on our 7 Days Facebook page. We'll announce our winner toward the end of tonight's show. Don't go anywhere, you wouldn't dare. We'll be back ASAP with Good News Battle. Now, if you're watching the show from planet Earth, chances are you'll agree everything is terrible and life is becoming more devoid of meaning with every passing day. We have just the tonic for that on this show. It's a good old game of Good News Battle. I've challenged our panellists with finding whatever good news they can from the last week and serving it up to a television audience who desperately need cheering up. Let's start with Team 1. And Laura, what good news do you bring?
Very good news, Jeremy.
Great.
A woman in the US, she's actually started a business where she goes around old folks' homes and she takes them on holiday using virtual reality.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cool.
and this is like incredible because until now in the old person community, VR just stood for very racist. But within these headsets, they are being shown amazing scenes that trigger incredible memories for them, like a trip to France, go on a cruise ship. It's a great invention. It's like very heartwarming. It's beautiful that these old people are getting taken on these holidays. I just really hope when they get given the VR sets, no one has left in their Call of Duty World War II. That would be traumatic. I played that game.
Your granddad's PTSD.
Yeah. I believe in this, and I think in some ways this is what's happened to me. Like I'm actually sitting at a retirement home. They put a VR headset on and said, what do you want to do? I'm like, host a TV show.
No, Jeremy. No, Jeremy. No.
Honestly, things didn't go downhill after Deal or No Deal got cancelled.
That was a bit of a curveball, yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, this is great. Or we could go and visit Grandma.
I think it's a great idea. Like, old people are really good with technology, aren't they? Really great.
This would
Really
go
good.
incredibly well. I know if I set up one of these for my mum, she would be calling me 5 minutes later going, well, the printer's off. It says my legs are in Spain, but all I'm hearing is German. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've definitely got the goggles on. Yep. That's on. Yeah, and it's still dark. Yeah. They're not your welding goggles, are they?
Oh, great. OK, we're going to Team 2. Guy, do you have good news that can compete?
No, you'll actually love this, Jeremy, because don't you think children are cowards? Don't you think children
Yes,
are
they
just
are.
a bunch of whimpering cowards?
They are.
So children are cowards. Like you give a child a power tool, they don't know what to do. You show them a rusty nail, they run away in fear.
Yeah.
But there are these new playgrounds that they've started they're around the world, but the news I found was one in New York, and basically they're putting the adventure back into adventure playgrounds. They're putting like a rope around just pretty much a bunch of rusty metal, and they're encouraging what they call risky play. And so,
No way.
Yeah, and so the kids, they go in. They go into the playground, no adults allowed, and there's just a bunch of stuff flying around, and they get a saw, and you can see this kid's doing some great work on that football, and it's encouraged. And there's like all these vans are parked around outside it, and they've got tinted windows, and it says free candy, and the kids are really learning a lot about personal responsibility. And this is the vans aren't true, but the rest of it is.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Our kids Kinder used to do this, and I was amazed when I first saw it, but their kids are smarter than you think and have a little more concern for their own safety than you think.
Well, this is the other magic about it. It's like, look at this from Apple or Nike's perspective. They're a couple of rusty saws away from turning those child warehouses into playgrounds.
I know that they're trying to encourage kids to make mistakes, but I think the best way is if you just tell your kids that they're useless. Like, my parents did that, and I wrecked my life.
Yeah.
I can't stop making mistakes,
Angela, you're smiling. You've got good news. What have you got?
Yeah, I've got really good news. This is a heartwarming story of a boy being catfished online by an old man.
It's not starting well.
Yeah, it gets better. It gets better. It turns out the old man was his dad. Yeah, he was 20, so he wasn't a boy, but his estranged dad got in touch with him. But instead of saying, "Hi, son," he just posed as a hot girl.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So they ended up repairing their relationship. It was a little strange, but no stranger than Woody Allen with his daughters.
If this round was called Weird and Slightly Uncomfortable News, I think we'd have a winner. But it's good news, Angela.
I mean, it's a happy family.
It's kind of a happy... Do you know why? What was the dad's... So the dad knew it was his son. What's his motivation for catfishing?
Well, he just wanted to be in touch with him.
Right, and he thought if he said, "I'm your dad," that he'd hear nothing more.
Yeah.
He probably just read that, how do you bond with your son? I'll look up, take him fishing. Okay. Types of fishing. Catfishing. Oh, all right.
Thank you, Angela, for your good news, ? Josh, what good news do you bring, sir?
Oh, some jolly tales. A mum in the UK was having a well-deserved night out.
Yeah.
And she had quite a lot of Zambuca and then ordered an Uber from the UK to the Ukraine. To just sort of help out with the war. I mean, I think someone took her a bit too seriously when she said she wanted to smash a white Russian.
Having too many vodkas and going across to the Ukraine to help when no one's asked you to is what Putin did anyway.
So she didn't actually do it?
No, she didn't. But I don't know what she would have thought. Like, when she got there, like, what was she just going to be like, "Hey, stop! God, Ukraine, Russia just is not worth it. Not worth it." Oh, what's that? What'd you say, Putin? What'd you say, Putin? Hold my shit. Hold my shit. Hold my shit. Yeah, hold my heels. Hold my... Oh, it's real cold. I'm going to put... Oh, you soldiers are tough. You try being a mum, right? Jaden's been chundering the whole way. And Millicent's got two nappies. Hey, can we go back to McDonald's on the way back? Cool.
Right, my heart is full to the brim, but the most good news surely came from Team 2. I know you're champing at the bit for more 7 days. We'll give you just that. We'll be back ASAP with Club Tropicana. See you soon. Everyone's a critic these days. No, seriously. Send your frank feedback about 7 days to this email address. Stay tuned for how we use it. Could be a laugh. Welcome back to 7 days. You know what? I think that Antarctic heatwave must have made it to New Zealand because I hear steel drums. So that means it's time for Club Tropicana. Let's head on down to the beach, teams. Club Tropicana is, of course, the only topical comedy game that involves fresh produce, even though this is a prop. I've hollowed out this prop pineapple and replaced all the vitamin C with news stories I'd like to see more of. This is open to all teams. Let's dig in, shall we? A report in The Guardian this week surprised many, revealing that most movie cinema chains allow you to bring in your own food. A lot of people didn't know that. Not the hot stuff, though. But what I'd like to see is examples of bad movie theatre etiquette. Bad movie theatre etiquette.
Hey, could you guys play that sex scene again? I'm not quite done.
I bought sardines. Anyone want one?
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, it's not a driving one. I'm sorry. Oh, it's awkward for me too.
I don't care if it's annoying. It's better for your circulation and posture to stand up every 15 minutes.
Can you guys move? I'm trying to record this.
Go for Guy. No, I can talk.
He does answer the phone like that.
It's actually really cool. You enjoy a scalp massage because a lot of people aren't into it.
Can you sit here? Can you sit down?
I'll sit there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Please sit down. It's not worth it. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Oh, shit. Oh, you got the big popcorn, huh? Sorry. My bad. It's just 4 hours, this one, eh?
Can you replay that? I haven't finished.
I think we got it.
Yes. Here we go, next one from My Pineapple. New gym in Sydney has banned any members born after 1970, creating a safe space for baby boomers to exercise.
Yeah.
Like to see some things you would hear at a boomers-only gym. Oh, you bloody work it out hard or hard out bloody working? No, you're right, mate.
Hey, yeah, thanks for taking my call, Mike. Look, I just think there's too many bloody immigrants.
My son, Guy, is a huge disappointment.
Oh, that corner, no, we call that Corbett's corner. We don't go in there. Some really horrible things happen in there.
No, you don't, Thomson.
Sorry, what was that? No, I can't hear you. Everyone else is on speakerphone too.
Nice penis.
Yeah, mate, I just whacked the Audi in the disabled park. Can you just move it if someone comes up?
Hey, yeah, come look at this. That DVD logo is bouncing all over the screen. I wonder if it's going to land perfectly in the corner.
Come on, Guy, everyone enjoys that of all ages. Let's go to the pineapple one more time. This week, Parliament's Education and Workforce Committee has recommended the government make it mandatory for employers to publish starting salaries when advertising a job. I would like to hear things you shouldn't say in a job interview, please.
No, yes, Mr. Corbett. No, it's really exciting to be here. Yeah, I will sign that. Yes, I will do anything to get the job. Wow, that looks like a proper document. Oh, your clothes are falling off.
Right, so no one else wants the job, and so I can have it. Yeah, I'm in. What does a National Party leader do?
Previous job experience, sure. So I was the face of Subway for 16 years.
Yeah, well, I guess you could say my biggest flaw is that I'm a perfectionist. And there's a bit of sexual harassment stuff.
right, play the steel drums! Everyone come and sit down.
Great job, Tim.
Okay, let's put the pineapple away and I'll give you your points for Club Tropicana. Team 1, you can have the age of Ash Barty, world #1 tennis player who announced her retirement yesterday, 25, 2 months after winning the Aussie Open. Team 2, you can have the months that Wellington's water supply has been without fluoridation. 10 months, causing Wellington dentists to say, what are we, Hamilton? Anyway, congratulations, Team 1, you get a star! It's almost break time, but first, a quick round of Where is the Lie? I'm going to read 4 headlines, 3 of which are from actual newspapers and 1 of which is completely fabricated. Up to our teams to spot the phony. Let's read our headlines for this week, shall we? A. Obese monkey in Thailand named Uncle Fatty eats himself to death on tourist food.
Oh, my God.
B. New Plymouth Indian restaurant to offer extra mild curries for unadventurous eaters. That's in your lane, isn't it, Paulie?
Oh, yeah.
C says thief burglarises Miami shoe store, leaves with 20 left foot sneakers. Finally, Mike Tyson sells pot edibles in the shape of a bitten ear called Mike's Bites.
Wow.
All right, teams, I'll give you 1 ad break to deliberate. You can play along at home as well by yelling at the TV, though fair warning, I can't hear you. We're going to have the answer for you and more when we return on 7 Days. See you then. Welcome back to 7 Days. Thanks for sticking with us. We're deep in the round of Where's the Lie? Our panellists have been stewing over these 4 headlines, trying to figure out which one never happened. The other 3 did. Let's start with Team 1. What are you thinking, team?
Geez, there's some good stories, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I've got to say, A, out of all of them, the most relatable story. I'm constantly terrified of that happening to me.
I mean, you could basically write lockdown.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing, isn't it?
I think A is definitely true.
I think it's true too.
Yeah. B?
Yep.
I mean, New Plymouth, they don't go above mild. Really? Do they?
Probably not.
Not in New Plymouth.
Not in...
I mean, have you heard of B?
Oh, no, what I do is I'll go extra mild, mate, but just put, like, heaps of salt on.
And then Mike Tyson sells pot edibles in the shape of a bitten ear called Mike's Bites. I mean, that's just a good business idea.
That's a great business.
I want to know, is it the bite that's taken out or is it the ear with the bite not in?
No, it's the ear he bit off.
think it with the-
Evander Holyfield, was it?
My feeling is that I think it's probably C.
Oh, okay. I think it's B, but I'm also could be absolutely wrong because I have nothing to go off.
I think it's B because we would
You
have
think
heard
it's B
about
too?
it. Yeah.
Okay, majority. We'll go. The girls have voted, and I'm one of them. B is a goddamn lie.
Okay, Team 2.
All right. What do we think? My first question is, what does an extra mild curry even how do you make a curry extra mild?
I think it's just the rice.
More rice. It's just like the ratio is just less curry, more rice.
It's no curry, just
No
rice.
curry, just rice?
Yeah, I would have expected to hear about that. Like, I'm on currymenu.co.nz and any changes come up on my feed, but I haven't heard about this extra mile. I would have thought to have heard about that.
Do we think there's an actual monkey in Thailand named Uncle Fatty?
Not anymore.
I love watching animals eat too much until they die, so that's something that I've been across. It's not a popular interest, but
Okay, so
I think it's D. Personally, you say something.
I'm gonna go with Josh, and I'm gonna trust my instincts. I'm gonna go D is the lie.
D is the lie. Team 1, you think B is the lie. I can now reveal, using the magic of television, that the lie was, in fact, B!
C!
Your logic was quite correct. They already have a lot of extra mild curries in New Plymouth. The only hot meal you can get is a bowl of steam. So well done, Team 1. You get a star. Congratulations.
Logic always wins.
All right, I'd like to move seamlessly now into a game of Yes Minister, where a Member of Parliament joins us live on the show for the worst press conference of their political careers. The teams ask them questions they can answer, but they're just not allowed to say yes or no. And joining us tonight, please welcome former UN lawyer, current Green Party MP, Golriz Garriman. Perfect, Golriz. Thanks for joining us. We're about to play Yes Minister, where you don't say yes or no. Got it?
Got it.
Got it. Teams, away you go.
Golrees. Can I call you that?
Please do.
Okay.
Guy.
So you studied at Oxford. Were your parents upset when you took a job in New Zealand politics?
I'm not going to lie, though.
So your family fled Iran when you were younger as refugees, which I think is super brave. And when you came to New Zealand, you went to Auckland Girls Grammar. What was harder? Facing oppression, propaganda, and fighting every day, or living in Iran?
Walking down K Road in the 1990s, it was a battlefield.
Golrees, you're a lawyer. Is it hard? I was thinking about getting into it. I was thinking about getting into it because I like Law and Order, not the Concepts, the TV show. I just thought, is it like TV or is it a bit more admin reading stuff?
Well, I was a criminal defence lawyer, so it's what all the shows are about.
Golrees, let's get real right now. What's the biggest regret of your career? And you can't say Guy Williams.
Golrees. So obviously, being in the Greens is a good way to wet your toes and figure out how to do it. But are you thinking about joining one of the serious political parties?
Why are you starting one?
As political party, no.
That's white men do. Have you voted Greens yet, Jeremy?
I don't tend to vote.
Last time I was on, you swore you hadn't.
Oh, no, I haven't voted Greens, no. I do whatever National tells me to. I heard Iran's got really good skiing.
Yes, that's
Thank
true.
you! One for me. I hadn't even written a box for me to score in here, but I have won. I got a couple of used those. Golrees going on. Thank you very much. You are dismissed. I will take that win. Thank you very much. I'll give myself a star. Probably won't show up on the chart because instead of stars, I take money. Well, now pay attention in this next ad break because we're going to announce the winning caption for this week's Let's Be Frank competition, brought to you by Frank Energy. Thank you, Frank Energy. Easily the best energy company according to our sponsorship agreement. Keep an eye out for that. I very much hope that you win. We'll be back shortly with Beat the Ding on 7 Days. See you then. It is time for a quick game of Quiz 3 Never Repeats. Game that reminds us news didn't happen just in this week. It also happened in other years, would you believe? Time to quiz our teams, see if they remember any of that. Get your whiteboards ready if you would, team, and I will give you your first question. All right, on this week in 2006, Twitter founder Jack Dorsey sent out the first ever public tweet. What did it say? 2006. Top song that year was Irreplaceable by someone called Bayonki. Russ Heller set a record for listening to Starship's We Built This City. You'd like this, actually, Guy. You're someone who likes to repeat this sort of punishment. This guy set a record for listening to Starship's We Built This City. Listen to the song consecutively for 24 hours, 324 listens.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, Paul, I'm coming to you.
Okay.
On this week in 2006, Twitter founder Jack Dorsey sent out the first ever public tweet. What did it say?
Did he tweet, White Mazda Demio Reg HK643, you've left your lights on?
Good guess. No, Angela, what do you think?
I think he wrote, piss on me. And then I think 20 minutes later he wrote, I've been hacked.
Great stuff, Laura.
I don't actually know Jeremy, but I do know the second tweet ever, and it was at Jeremy Corbett, just signed on to host Deal or No Deal NZ, #job for life.
Every other country in the world, that show ran for years and years and years. I killed it. I killed it in one season. All right, over to you now, James. What have you got?
I'm pretty sure it said, looking forward to sharing my opinions on this welcoming and respectful platform.
How right he was.
Yeah.
How right he was. No, you're not right, though. Guy?
Just saw Steve Irwin swimming with some stingrays. Looks dangerous.
I hope you can laugh about my death one day.
I think I'll be able to.
We will. Not while I'm dying, but just afterwards, you know. All right, Tomo, what did Jack Dorsey tweet, the first ever tweet?
Did he write 8 equal sign, capital D.
Incorrect. No one got it. I'll give you the correct answer. He wrote, just setting up my Twitter. And it was Twitter. Specifically, in writing the word Twitter, he decided not to use the E because the platform was originally called Twitter without an E. And only later, yeah, they renamed it and put the E in there.
Oh, that would have made it heaps cooler.
Wait. All right, look at my watch. Yes, beat the ding time. This is the game where I put our panellists under tremendous pressure by making them list a lot of things in a small number of seconds. When their time is up, I ding my dinger. Yes, they don't call me the human microwave for nothing. There it is. Let's get into it. This week, the Eiffel Tower grew 6 metres after an antenna was added to the top of it. Paul, you have 8 seconds to name 6 French things. Go.
Croissants, Marcel Lecoq, bicycles, baguettes, racism, surrender, snails.
We're just verifying Marcel Leconte.
Oh, no.
Bicycles? Can you justify bicycles?
Oh, you know, the French ride on their bicycles with their basket and their baguette and their beret and have sex with me.
I'll give it to you based on Tour de France. Well done, Paul.
Oh, yes, Tour de France. Thank you. Tour de France, I should have thought of that.
Footballer Chris Wood became the All Whites' highest goal scorer ever this week. Josh, you have 9 seconds to name 5 types of wood.
Oak, beech, pine, tortara, rimu.
You've done it. You've done it. Well done. Tortara. So this week, Auckland recorded the second wettest hour ever, with heavy rain falling from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Monday. Laura, you have 8 seconds to name 7 things that are wet. Go.
Water. Fish. Coke. LMP. Beer. Wine.
You only got 6. That's very unfortunate.
Very close,
It
though.
was very, very close. I like how excited you were when you said fish. Next story. A YouTuber attached 96 whistles to his car exhaust this week. James, you have 9.6 seconds to whistle one song I can recognise.
I can't whistle.
Theme of Charlotte Street. Ding.
That's so upsetting is that you couldn't whistle, so you had the power of singing.
What was it that you were humming?
I don't know why my brain went to Owl City Fireflies.
Look at the age of the man.
Went.
Also, when I said Shortland Street, you could have just gone, yes.
Look at him. Do the Coronation Street thing.
Good one. That's a good one.
Don't laugh at me. He went Tortara.
And he got us a star.
How you pronounce it? Okay.
That is very cruel when you can't whistle. That did eat up a little bit of time. I do apologise, James, but no star for you. All right, using my magical powers, I'm going to bring up the star chart. Boom! Oh, look at that. Tonight's winner. Congratulations, Team 2. That used to be Antarctica, now it's yours. Whatever you want with, enjoy your prize. We are out of time. Thanks for joining us. That was 7 days. Please join me in thanking our panellists this week. Paul, Angela, Laura, James, Guy and Josh. We'll see you in 7 days.
Thank you, New Zealand On Air, for funding this whole virtual reality experience for Jeremy Corbett, but it's time to pull the plug out now.